Hey, what's up Guardians, TBL here, and we're back on another wonderful Xursday morning to check out the inventory of the Agent of the Nine. That's right, time just flies on by. It is Friday morning once again, and we have got a lot of stuff to cover. So, as usual, we will be going over Xur's inventory and details in full, starting off with where you can find the Agent of the Nine shop this time around. But alright, what do you say we get started? Okay, so this morning Xur has decided to set up shop inside of the Tower Lounge located underneath the future War Cult. So from the spawn, simply head right and down the winding hallway until you reach the tower hangar. Once you're there, hang a left and then head past the Dead Orbit Salesman, and then just follow the path down the stairs and you'll find the Tower Lounge. And all the way in the back, you'll find Xur tucked into the corner. Hey there big guy, what have you got for us this time? Alright, so at first glance here, Xur's got some pretty good stuff this time around, certainly a few surprising pieces of armor. In particular, I'm seeing a couple of year one things that I honestly wasn't expecting. I can already tell you, this is going to be a pretty good week for you PvP hunters and warlocks. But alright, we will of course be covering everything in Xur's inventory, starting off with the weapons and armor that he's got for sale this week. And first up, Xur is offering the Imperium Bellicose Exotic Titan Helmet. Now, this bad boy comes with an Intellect Discipline stat split of 49 Intellect, 48 Discipline, and its special ability is kind of like a Sunsinger's Angel of Light. Aiming your weapons while airborne will hold you in place, just allowing you to float there. Also acting as a secondary perk, when your super bar is full, Orbs of Light will recharge your melee ability. This is definitely an interesting piece of armor, and being able to recharge your melees with Orbs of Light is really actually pretty good for PvE. I could definitely see a couple of situations where you'd find a lot of use in that, although the floating in air thing, probably not so much. But overall, Imperium Bellicose, not a bad piece of armor at all. Alright, next up for hunters, we have a blast from the past in the Mask of the Third Man. Hey, it wasn't me, it was the Third Man. This all too spooky Blade Dancer helm comes with an even intellect strength split of 47 apiece. And its special exotic ability is simple but effective. Arc blade attacks will use less super energy, basically meaning you can use the super for a longer period of time. This was the Blade Dancer's bread and butter in Destiny Year 1, at least in PvP. And it is no less effective now. Take this bad boy into any mayhem mode and just watch the arc energy fly. Definitely worth picking up for you hunters out there. And finally, we have another blast from the past here with the Skull of Dire Omkara Exotic Warlock Helmet. This beast of void energy comes with a pure strength stat roll of 79, that's actually pretty large, and it allows you to take reduced damage while you're using Nova Bomb and grants you improved siphon abilities. Yeah, it's kind of a mouthful, but this helmet was like the bread and butter for Voidwalkers in most of Year 1, well, at least before the RAM. With this helmet, the amount of armor you get while casting Nova Bomb is kind of insane. You can actually tank a Hammer of Saul shot with it and come out the victor in an encounter with a Sunbreaker. How many other classes can say that right now? So if you're a Warlock out there and you still enjoy playing as a Voidwalker, I would definitely recommend picking up the Skull of Dire Omkara. It's an absolute must. Also worth noting about both the Skull and the Mask of the Third Man is right now they're not showing up on the exotic blueprint board. So currently if you buy them and dismantle them, you'll have to rebuy them from Xur since you won't be able to pull them from the board. Hopefully that changes soon. But again, they're both definitely worth your time. Alright, next up for the exotic Ingram, Xur is offering an exotic chess piece Ingram. Now you can't purchase and redeem this at the Cryptarch for a chance at any exotic chess piece in the game. Good luck trying to get that Twilight Garrison, for all you Titans out there. And moving on, of course, we have the Legacy Ingram for 31 strange coins. Still not worth your money. This Ingram is of course designed and guaranteed to decrypt into a Year 1 exotic heavy weapon, and is generally not worth the amount of coins it costs, so I wouldn't buy that. Alright, moving on here to the strange curios. First up, we've got the Sparrow upgrade drives, and this week Xur is offering the Emerald Coil as well as the Void Drive. Next up, of course, we have Heavy Ammo Synth, 3 for 1 strange coin, and the always wonderful 3 of coins. My stash of these is actually starting to get a little bit low. I'm going to have to start running Prison of Elders and getting my strange coin numbers back up so I can start farming up on these again. 3 of coins are great, they are wonderful, and they are worth your money. And of course finally we have the Glass Needles here, the new item from Xur, which you can use to reroll exotic armor perks. Now this is actually pretty nifty, since being able to reroll perks and stats on exotic armor without resetting the experience nodes on them is definitely really cool. Be sure to pick up a few if you need them. And finally, Xur, of course, is offering the Material Exchange, 2 strange coins for 1 Mode of Light. But alright, that's pretty much it for Xur's inventory this week. We had a little bit of old and a little bit of new, and a pretty good mix of both. The Imperium Bellicose is of course an alright piece of armor for you Titans out there, but the Mask of the Third Man and the Skull of Dire Omkara are fantastic year 1 pieces of armor for you Hunters and you Warlocks. You guys should definitely pick them up. In particular, those 2 pieces of armor were the staples of PvP for both Warlocks and Hunters, and I can definitely sign off on them. I know I'm picking them up, although it's a little bit weird that they're not on the exotic blueprint board after you buy them. Hopefully that's just a weird glitch and Bungie gets that worked out before too long. But alright, that's pretty much it for this week's Xursday video, guys. Be sure to let me know in the comment section what you guys picked up from the Agent of the Nine. I'm definitely looking forward to reading what you have to say. Also, of course, the hard mode of the raid is going live today. It's going to be going live at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And there are going to be a lot of streamers going for that world first. I know Team Brogoth is definitely going to be trying it again, and the Planet Destiny guys will be live streaming it as well. I know a lot of you guys out there are super excited about the raid, and you should definitely check out those channels while they're streaming it. It's going to be a pretty fun event. I'll be hosting Planet Destiny on my Twitch channel, so come in and check it out. But anyways, that's it for this one, guys. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.